Hello, hello, hello. It is Thursday, so it's time for a mom on a mission, and that's what I am. And I am mobile again today. So if you are here, just go ahead and do hashtag live if you're here live with us, and go hashtag replay if you're catching the replay, because let's face it, we're busy moms and we're not always available every Thursday or anytime. So if you are like sitting alone in your car watching this, thank you for taking your alone time with us today. So what we're doing today is I'm here with Bethany, and she is the founder of Bringing Hope and Love, and we're going to talk all about that. I'm super excited about it, and we're going to be sharing about how to help your community, how to get your kids and your family involved in everything in that, how she does her thing, which is out of her home, and it is amazing. It's insane. We're going to talk all about that too and ways you can help. And then I am going to be giving a $25 ThredUp gift card live, and then on the replay, I'm going to be telling you how you can get a $50 Visa gift card. So I am up in the ante, you guys. So stick around. If you got to go and come back, that's fine, because I understand that we are moms and life happens. So if, again, if you're live, do hashtag live. If you're replay, do hashtag replay. Say hello in the comments. And you know how we started out? We're going to start with, share it, start a watch party, if you will, because that's awesome. Make sure you do it publicly so we can see it, and we'll tell you why at the end. And we're going to start out our evening with positives, because that's just a good way to start anything. So, Bethany, what is your positive for today?
My positive for today, we are getting ready for a big yard sale because my parents just sold their house. So we're very excited about that.
Woo!
It's huge.
Yay! House sales. I have sold my house before, and it is fun. So if you have a positive, go ahead and type it in the chat, because this is a time for us to celebrate with each other, okay? Like, it's the little wins. Sometimes that's what it takes to get us through. My positive, other than being here, and of Bethany opening up her beautiful home, and I met her amazing little kids and your adorable dog. But my positive would be, I have a friend that is launching a new cooking class today, and she's doing an online cooking class. My girls were actually doing it earlier, and she was super nervous, but she's beautiful and amazing, and I know she's going to do a great job. So if she sees this, or she happens to jump on because she was super busy, that I know she was going to do a great job, and this is the beginning of something great for her. So those wins are wins for me too. So yes. So I'm super excited again. We're going to go into, I'm going to let Bethany kind of go into a little bit about what she does, how she started it. Again, as always, if you have questions, go ahead and put them in, and we're just going to make this happen. Okay? So go ahead, Bethany.
Now, if you can hear in the background, those are my children. They are alive. They're just playing.
We're moms.
We're moms, yeah. They're in there, I don't know, probably beating each other up. I don't know.
Right?
Jumping on the furniture.
If they're screaming, they're alive.
They're alive. It's when they're quiet, they're scary.
Yeah, right?
Hi, I am Bethany, as she said. Some of you who may be watching have heard of my group. It's called Bringing Hope and Love. Some of you may have heard of me because of Free Sale. I run that yearly and sometimes twice yearly. And it is a big event that literally everybody stops at, because it's a yard sale, and who doesn't enjoy a little yard sale, garage sale? So, and it's that season. So, but what I do here is I run a clothing pantry. Right now it's in my house. Hopefully we can get a building, and then it's not. Yes. Speaking of life happening.
Right? This is what happens in your life.
Hello.
Leave it lock the bathroom door.
Okay. Bye. Yeah. Obviously, doing it out of your house poses a lot of different things. If you're a stay-at-home mom and you work out of your house, whether that's doing Shipt or doing any kind of online marketing, or there's all sorts of things, 31, any of those things, you recognize and realize that your kids are going to be in the middle of everything. Yes. Whether you want them to or not.
Or any parents going through COVID or still working from home or doing any of that, you completely understand.
We get the whole, your kid just showed up in your live video naked.
Yeah, so, it happens.
Yes. But the pantry is out of my house, and the cool thing about the pantry is that it's not just for kids. It's not just clothing. It's actually kitchenware. So if you're moving and you need pots and pans, you need bedding, you need whatever. We have those types of things, and it's a great way to not only support our community but to support families and mothers, because let's just face it, we probably stress more than dads do about, does my kid have enough summer clothes? Are they going to run through these shoes in the next 2 months because I bought them new and they were expensive?
I mean, not saying anything against dads, because I know you get it too, but if I had to put on hands, and if there's dads there, like, if I had to put on hands for how many times I came home and my kids were naked when he watched them, or how many times they were naked when I watched them, pretty sure it's uneven.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yes.
But, and yeah, I mean, it's anybody going through COVID right now that has kids at home, like, you're going to totally get that. I know working from home, it was crazy trying to figure out, how to balance that. And so I know running things out of your home is crazy.
Yes.
So what made you decide that you wanted to, like, basically you were like, this is it. This is the last straw. I'm taking it from my home. I'm not waiting for a place to go. I'm not waiting for somebody else to do it. I'm doing it. I'm going to help. Like, for moms that would want to do that as well.
So there's 2 things that got me started. I grew up in a low-income family, and our church family always gave us clothes. Like, we'd come to church, hey, do you have room in your car? Because we have several bags of clothes that our kids just grew out of. And you quickly learn as a low-income person that you must rely on your community. And when I got married, my husband was in the Army. We moved down to Louisiana and lived there, and I didn't know what was expected of me. I didn't know who was there. I didn't know what resources I had to build that and establish that community. And again, I just felt like that was something that was needed. When we came back to Michigan, I joined a group that did something similar. And it was all about building a community, because nowadays you just don't see that. You don't see people getting together face to face and leaning in on what's needed, whether that's, like I said, clothes or bedding, or I just need a break from my family. I need to get out.
We talked about that last week with Chantel's video. Chantel Charles, we did a video and we were talking about preteens and teens, and it was that you need, you used to have the village to raise your child, you'd have the whole community to do that, and we don't have that anymore, and so we the village is her group, but just having that village, having that community, they say it takes a village to raise a child. Absolutely. And it's just gone away from us. People are too scared to trust people anymore, which there's a healthy fear to do that, but it's not there as much anymore. Yep. So I think that's awesome. Yeah, building the community and everything.
And that's really what then furthered me into doing this. How do I help the community? How do I reach into people and families and support them without necessarily inviting all of the baggage or the undesirable stuff? And so that was where that kind of came from. A girlfriend of mine was like, look, Beth, I can tell you love this, you're enjoying it, you're involved in the community as much as you can, you should just do this. And I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this.
Just jump.
Just jump. Yeah, that was exactly what I was like. I went to my husband and he goes, sure, let's do that. How are you going to do that? And then, we began by a Facebook group, and I was telling Jesse before I started this group in the pantry in my mother-in-law's garage. It's literally where it started. I just was like, okay, we need a space. That's the first thing we need to figure out. Where are we going to go? How are we going to get this done? And my mother-in-law has a big garage, and she says, as long as nobody takes my stuff and you keep it clean, you can use it.
Right?
And then I was like, okay. And most people quickly learn, specifically that I'm not the kind of person that just goes, I'm going to try this. I'm a doer. We have a saying in my house, don't try, do.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean I'm not going to make mistakes. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to fall on my face. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to have questions. But that.
The bathroom door.
Okay, I will deal with him in a minute.
I think, right? It's always when you're in the middle of something, your kids come to you. By the way, hello everybody who's watching, everybody who's jumping in and out and everything.
Okay.
We appreciate that as well.
It's okay. I'll deal with it soon. We have another bathroom if you have to go potty. There's 2 of them.
And I think that's funny because I think our family has a motto too. My husband always says, "Don't talk about it, be about it." So if there's something bothering you enough, he always says, he's like, "Don't talk about it, be about it." And so I think that resonates. Does anybody, if anybody else has something like that, type it in because I love that. Like maybe it's because we're like 2 Michigan moms, but I feel like the Michigan motto. I was talking to somebody about this. The Michigan motto should be literally like just suck it up and keep working. It's like that's what we do. It's just who we are. It's what we do. So it's like suck it up, keep working, and that's our motto. So I think we just take that into our homes.
And the thing is that it helps you stay motivated and it helps you stay connected, not just to yourself or your family, but to whatever you're doing, whatever you're active in, and it helps you learn to either push aside the stuff that's not important or work through the stuff that is. And in my family, that's a big deal. We're a big family. My husband is, I was again telling Jesse, my husband is one of 9 kids. And it's a yours, mine, and ours, and then some, and then there's 4 kids in my family. And again, we were all very close. And so you have to do something. And, I use the same thing with my kids. My daughter, in fact, just today, said something, I'm going to go try that. And I said, no, don't just try. If you're going to do it, do it. And that's it. And we use that. And so that was what I did. I went and I jumped in and I started doing it. And then when my husband and I bought our own house, we went looking for houses specifically with a place that we could set up the pantry. Which, at some point, we're going to go down and show you.
Yes.
It's absolute chaos. It's not perfect. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's functioning, and it helps.
Well, and it's a full-service pantry, too. That's one of the goals, which I thought was so interesting about yours, because there are a lot of wonderful ones in town.
Yes.
And actually, if you know some, go ahead and, add them. And if you're a mom that runs another one, get a hold of me, too, because I'm all about spreading these messages. Yours, actually, you said literally, clothing, food, toiletries, literally everything other than furniture, only because you don't have the space now.
Yes.
And then, so how does it go? Do you, again, creating boundaries with that? How did you start that? Because I know some moms have said, I want to give back and I want to do stuff, but I don't know, where to start or how to do it,
So I think the first thing is you have to find out how involved do you want to be. Obviously,
that's a loaded question.
Yeah, that's a loaded question. So I have some friends who come over and they volunteer and they just help me sort, and that's just one way that they feel like they're doing their part, and they're also able to put it on their own time. And then I've also talked with other people who are like, can I just start a small pantry in my own house? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And, and you could just keep it the base around your own family and friends or your neighborhood or, many people start something simpler. If you've been online, you've seen these new things start popping up with little free libraries or little free pantries.
I was just thinking about that.
And they're all over, and you can go on. There's a website for it. You can actually look them up. But there's definitely 7th and Monroe is one of the little free pantries, and I donate there sometimes. And that's hygiene products and food, and they just reopened. So everybody, make sure you're going and looking that one up. But there's lots of other little ones around town that are simple things. It's low maintenance. You basically just build a cabinet.
Yeah.
Make sure you have.
So that's literally a start for some of those moms who were asking me how do you start it? How do you get it going? Yep. By the way, hello everybody. I'm trying to make sure that I stay on until I see you're on here. We were talking about you earlier, so if you just locked in, you should get the replay. Hi, Mom. And sorry, my mom says hi, and I was like, hello.
I can't read that,
yeah.
so
no,
I can see it's all little blurbs and
right?
stuff.
So I'll make sure that if I see questions, so if you have questions about what she's doing or how she's doing it, make sure to put in. But it sounds like that was a good question too. So that would be base, other than just donating to causes like that,
absolutely.
Which we'll go over that too.
Volunteering is a big thing too, and honestly, volunteering fights many different things. So I read up on this, and I even took a class on it. But one of the ways to fight depression and grief is actually to get out and support other people. And that seems kind of backwards, but the truth is that when you start focusing on other people, it begins to help you heal because you work through that while talking and stuff. And that's one of the great things about what I do is that you can sit and we'll have conversation for hours about whatever you want to talk about.
Free therapy.
And it's free
It's
therapy.
free therapy.
I'm totally up for
Volunteer.
that.
It's free therapy. Thank you for the hearts. Yes.
And there's lots of ways. So whether you're handicapped, whether you have, like I had one guy who come and help me at Christmas, and he just sat at the table and he sorted out toys for me. He put pieces and parts together. He bagged some things up. That was literally all he did. But it was one thing that I didn't have to worry about. If you have anxiety, this is a by appointment kind of pantry, so it's not busy. It's usually one-on-one and not a big deal. But that's that's the main part of what I do. But the second part, my favorite part, is the events, the community events. So several times a year we do something big. So at Easter we have a big Easter egg hunt. Unfortunately this year we couldn't do that. But I still went out. My family and I went out and we took eggs that we packed and we decorated everybody's houses. We threw them in their yards for their kids to come and get. And we even made a little funny joke about it and sent them a video and said we were on their way to egg their house. And it was just a fun little way to interact with people, even though we didn't physically interact with them, but it gave them something exciting to look forward to. At Halloween, we have a big trunk or treat and do that, and everybody gets dressed up and we decorate the cars, and it's a blast. At Christmas, we adopt families and we give out toys and books and clothes.
That's another thing that I know, like,
huge.
You can totally do. I know one year we did for my kids, we said, these are great ideas. Yeah, and one of these things we did for our kids, and I think, I don't know if it was you, Chantel, if I had talked to you about this too, yes, we did. My kids one year, I remember the first year I was like, they got a lot of presents and they're going to be so upset if I ask them to do this. And what we do is we say, will you be willing to take one less gift if we give it to a family? Or pick a child if they know a family, if we know a family personally, or we give to like the angel tree, or we give to something like that. And they were so happy to do this. Like, they were so excited to just do that for them. And now we do it every year, and they'll say, Mom, do we get to go pick out our gift? And they'll pick one of the things that they wanted, and then we'll gift it to a family. Or if it's a family that we know personally, then they'll think of what that family would like. And then, just those are things that you can do, and you can do it anytime.
Yes.
It doesn't have to just be Christmas. We can be jolly all year round.
The other day I bought somebody's lunch. I was like, hey, there's a person there. I have a little bit of extra cash. I'm going to pay for their lunch. And and it seems odd that those little things matter, but when you're in the day-to-day busyness and everything just kind of is flowing together, and whether that's good or bad, it doesn't matter. That little bit of surprise, that little extra that you've done for somebody else makes a huge difference. And they'll talk about it, and they'll think about it, and they'll go, you know what, I love that so much, I want to do that for somebody else.
Absolutely.
It's a huge thing, and that's really what it's about. Charity isn't about fixing somebody's life or solving their problem. Charity is about giving them a little bit of light, something that can just help get through the mess and the awfulness that life can be.
Yes. Well, and I think that kind of goes in with like what we were tying in kind of next would be like the how to get families and children involved and or getting them involved. Like, is it safe? How do you get something that's with them? And there are community organizations where there are some things where they say it's not family friendly, and then there are things. Oh, that was a genius idea. He's closing a door. So her husband is behind us closing a door. Like he doesn't know why we didn't think of that earlier, because that's why it's awesome to have more brains in the house. So Dad, thank you. So, but that's one of those things where, you find those ways to give back, either through yourself or through, pantries or donating places where you can bring and you can get the kids involved. Have them clean up their toy room, go through their toys, say the ones that are broken get tossed, the ones that are like nice, let's gift to somebody else.
Let's gift it to somebody else.
I can get my kids to get rid of so many things. Shoes, clothes, toys. My daughter had she is 6 years old, guys. She had a 24 months old Christmas dress that she tried to squeeze herself into. Oh, still at 6 years old. And then I said, I think there's a little girl who might really appreciate that. And she was literally like, here, give it to her.
Yep.
And
yeah, because when you just think, like, I tell my kids all the time, and we do this on a regular basis, especially because of what I do, but when you say to them, we're doing this for another child, they go, oh,
yeah,
that makes it really makes them go, I'd really like to make somebody else happy. I'd really like to help another little kid. And when you work on things simple like that, it's a great way for them to start learning it's not just about you. And it helps teach them to let go of things, which is hard because even as an adult, like, we're going to walk through my house a little bit, you're going to realize it's full of stuff.
It's okay. I'm a recovering hoarder.
Yeah.
And if you're my family and you're on here, don't out me.
Don't
okay?
Yeah.
Don't out me.
But it's a reality. It's easy to get wrapped up in the stuff.
Chantel says it gives hope. It does. It gives hope.
Absolutely.
It helps to create leaders. I mean, like I always say, one of the best things about being a leader is instilling things in other people.
That's right.
It's not about the most for me, the best that I can do, the best that I can do. What makes you a leader is literally helping and empowering other people and how you help them feel and how lift them up. And when they see you do that, you're literally like you're creating another generation and another a whole nother level of kind human beings. And really, I mean, that's where it starts. They're watching us, whether we like it or realize it or not. That do what I say, not as I do thing doesn't work. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, it works for some small things, but they're watching you. So if you want them to grow up to be good people that think about other people, you start it yourself. Like, and most of us have that want, that need, even if it's something little. Like I said, even if it's something little. I used to carry around McDonald's when I could, it was the only thing I could do. I mean, I would do like little $5 McDonald's cards. And if the kids or I saw somebody that we thought maybe needed a pick me up or needed something, we would literally just slide them a card and be like, this is what we can do, but we hope, you can have a $5 bag on us.
Absolutely.
And just that little thing, like, it would bring them joy, it would bring us joy. Or if we were like in need of doing something because we had a crappy day, and then doing that, it was just nice to be able to give to somebody else. And again, it instills that in them, and it's just amazing. And yeah, I mean, it's awesome. How do you get your kids involved? Like, what do they do?
Well, it just depends. So for the free sale, they'll actually sit out there and actually help people, which is fun. My daughter is 8.
Customer service.
Yes.
Free labor.
And when we do the free sale, so we're actually, I'm gonna promo this right now. Free sale is actually June 26th and 27th. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This like couple weeks from now. And my daughter during that will come out and she'll actually help people shop, especially little kids. She loves to be like, oh, this will look really cute on you. But
look at that.
Yes, she'll go over, she'll grab a bag, she'll bring it right over to them. My little ones, my 2 boys, they're a little bit more wily, so they tend to frequent the toy area when there's other kids there, and then they play with the toys and play with the kids, which is a great way.
Yeah.
At Easter, like I said, my kids actually came around with me, and they helped me put the eggs in people's houses. They helped me pack the eggs the day before. At the trunk or treat, they obviously get to do the trunk or treat, but they got dressed up and they handed out candy and books.
We did. It was so cold. Like the last year and the one before that. Yeah, last year we did a trunk or treat, but the 2 years before that we did it. So we did. Since it was extra cold and extra crappy, pretty much we were like, people deserve to be here. So we made sure we had good stuff.
Yeah.
And my kids had so much fun giving them candy. So it's like, just do year round. Just give candy year round.
I saw a thing during the COVID-19 whining where people would get together like a bottle of wine and some candies or something, and they were dropping it off on their friend's front porch. And I thought that was a fantastic idea. I don't drink a lot of wine though, and I was a little worried that if somebody dropped it off, we might drink like the whole thing. So I didn't get involved with it, but that's another thing. I mean, it's just simple little, it's easy. It's easy to make someone smile. It's hard to make ourselves get up and say, I'm going to sacrifice something of mine to give it to somebody else. Mm-hmm. Or,
Yeah, and it's for me, it's so much like it's hard for me to keep things personally for me.
Mhm.
I will more so hold on to stuff for my kids. And stuff like that than I will my own stuff. Like my own stuff, I'm like, here, have it. Like, oh, you like this scarf? It's yours.
It's
like here,
yep.
you like literally like I do that all the time. But I will find myself holding on to things, and then it's when I started to realize like, okay, this stuff is here, and this stuff is gonna go to help somebody else, and it helped me to like free that. And my sister will be happy because she talked about minimalism and sustainability, and this is like right up the alley. So if you're working on that. And also as a note, because because I was told her I was going to say this too, while places like Goodwill and stuff like that are not taking clothing or doing things like, because they're not able to or they're not quite open yet, places like this do. So find a local place. If you're not here with us, go find a local place to you and see. Ask a church. Because there are still people in need, even when there's those places, those big box stores are open to be able to take those donations. And then there's places like this where there's no cost to people when they come to you.
No.
Yeah. So that's awesome. So that's the whole like giving it away and making sure that people are getting, the opportunity to get the things that they need.
Our motto, or my group statement, I don't know what to call it, but our motto for the group is it's a people helping people ministry.
Oh, yeah.
So though I am a Christian, you do not have to be a Christian to be part of my group. Though I do, though I don't necessarily need the pantry, or you may not necessarily need the pantry, it's still open and available to you. So I have I have one friend who's a really good friend. She's got 5 kids. Now, her husband makes decent money, but it allows them to take their clothes and swap it. She'll bring me the old sizes and get the new sizes. And it's a great way for her to give back, but at the same time save a little bit. Because let's just face it, money is not... It doesn't grow on trees. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. And no matter what that looks like. I don't care, what that might look like for you. I have other people who just simply, look, I don't have the ability to buy new clothes every time my child grows out of them. Mm-hmm. I have lots of clothes. My kids, every few months, I've got to figure out, oh gosh, you've got so many pants that have holes in them, and you can't wear these to school in the fall. I'm going to have to get you some new ones. Well, pretty soon you buy 5 pairs of pants, there's $50, and that's a lot if you're going to cheap places.
Yeah.
That's
right.
And this is a great way to be able to support families and parents, and whether that's for you or for your children or for your house. Like I said, I do all sorts of things. So.
And one of the things, because I work with a storage company or for a storage company as well, and one of the things I'm always telling people, like there are people when they're moving and they don't know what they're doing with their food because they want to take it all, and you're not allowed to put it in storage, so don't do that.
That's a bad idea anyway.
I literally tell people, well then donate it to a place that can do it. Like it takes a Google search, or a Facebook thing, and just say, hey, and like you allow people to put it on your porch.
So usually, it depends on what it is. So sometimes I put it on the porch. What I do a lot of times is I'll bring it into my dining room and split it up if I can, or I'll bring it in. I don't want scavengers to come out and raccoons and whatever. But like freezer items, I actually will put it in a bag and stick it in my freezer, and then when I know that people are coming, I'll put it out on the porch. But yes, porch pickup. So it's really easy, especially right now with COVID. Mm-hmm. You don't even have to come into the pantry. You can tell me what size you need, and I can pull it, and I'll put it on the porch with your name on it. It's simple things. And I'm trying to keep... The thing, too, is that when and if you want to get involved in something like this, or if you want to do something like this, keep it simple. You don't need to be like, okay, I'm going to sort this in this way, I'm going to do it this way. Don't make it harder than it has to be. What you're doing is a great service, and the people who are going to come don't care what it looks like. They don't care how much of something or how little of something you have. They're just happy that they even have the choice or the chance to get it. So I've dealt with people who have been in big house fires and they've lost everything, so all they want is a few little toys for their kids to play with while they're in transition. All they want is a clean blanket to put on their bed. Know, I mean, that's a huge thing in those circumstances. And it's a great feeling, but it's also a great way to remind humanity that we are human, that we have the ability to do this. We are able to join together as a community and work together.
Yeah.
So
I said something on Sunday, and it was I'm trying to remember who said it, but I think it was JFK had said man-made problems are, can have man-made solutions. They're man-made problems. We can do man-made solutions, and that the solutions start with us. And this is the perfect example of that, a Michigan motto, suck it up and keep working. So if you have a problem, suck it up and work on it. What are you going to do about it? And there's so many different ways to do that. So we're going to go and make sure we've got a couple of things too, because I didn't even say one to give away, because she put together a cute little thingy that I didn't even realize that she had, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And so she did a cute little thing here. You want to show that off here?
So in my group, sometimes as a pick-me-up as well, I do little gift baskets. I don't currently have a gift basket for you, but I put together a few little items that were donated. They're nice items, clean, full. Well, actually, I realize there's some sticky stuff on that, but I'll wash that off. Anyway, but anyway, little things that I try to give away or use, like on Mother's Day. I usually put together some kind of little basket or something. I didn't get to it this year, but anyway. So I have a little face mask because let's just face it, we want to put these on all the time and ignore our families, especially the kids. Actually, it's from. And you know what's great? This is from Victoria's Secret.
We're going to go back to the days where our kids used to close their eyes and think that you couldn't see them.
You couldn't see them, yeah.
So we're going to start that as parents. I am starting a new parent movement, okay? When our kids are doing something bad, just say, okay, or okay, you can't see me.
You can't see me.
And then they're just going to be so stunned, they're going to stop what they're doing. We'll see if it works. Tell me if it works, okay? If it doesn't, I'm not liable for anything that's broken while you're not looking.
We have not patented this, so don't give us. This is a little poetry kind of little quote book.
Cute little book.
It says it's a mother is love for a lifetime, and seems how we're aiming towards moms and women. And then some Colgate lotion, and it is lavender vanilla, which is really a beautiful smell.
That sounds nice.
I love that idea.
All right, I know, right? Hold on. We're gonna sit down.
It smells really good, guys.
Sorry, to the person who wins this, we're not using it.
We're not using it. Just
okay.
Okay,
it's pretty.
Anyway, so for watching live.
Yeah,
today,
so that's one, and then
one.
I've also got the live card for the Thread Up gift card. And then but we're gonna go down in tour too, and then I have on the replay I have a $50.
Yes.
I'm moving up, guys. Moving up, y'all.
$50
Visa card that we're gonna be giving away for the replay too. So I'm gonna tell you how to do that. But for this, so the winner is Alexis Larrabee. You're gonna get this. So then at the end of this, just go ahead and personal message me or DM me, however they say that, because I feel weird sometimes saying it. So just DM me and we'll get that to you. If you're local, I'll send, or I'll drop it off. If it's if you're not, then I'll mail it to you, because we are getting a bigger reach. Yay! So yeah, so we're gonna go. She's gonna show us her pantry and stuff too, and then I will announce the live winner, and I'll tell you how to get that $50 gift card too. And again, if you have questions or you have things while we're going through, go ahead and ask. One of the reasons I wanted to do this here with her too is because I'm trying to get more moms that are doing more amazing things, and trying to figure out ways for our community to help. So one of the reasons I picked hers is because she's awesome. She does this out of her home. And she's working on getting her 501(c)(3)
nonprofit.
Yes, her nonprofit.
So at this point, I've been doing this not only from my house but for free.
Yes. So we're gonna try and make it so that she can get some grants, and so I'm trying to get her out there so that maybe she can get this out of her home, and her husband can have his man cave back.
Yeah.
And it's so we're gonna go take a look, and then maybe it'll give some moms some ideas about ways that they can do stuff. As far as organizing. And then you have a contest. Talk about your contest that you have too.
Yes.
She has a contest going on with the free event is July 27th.
No,
and anyone... June 27th. Sorry, 26th and 27th. Yes, that's a Friday and a Saturday. This is why she's here.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
Somebody's got to keep me in line, okay? But so she's got that going on, and it's a free event. So anybody who needs anything can need anything. Anybody who wants to donate anything can donate things before then. But go ahead and talk about your contest.
Okay, so one of the things that I use in my pantry, it's free and easy to access, sort of. But we use banana boxes, like hundreds of them, and that is a way for us to sort and maintain, but also have something that I can haul. I'm not a very. You're going to notice that when we get up and walk. I am a very small lady. I am 4'8". I'm just not built to be able to do a lot of hauling.
Big heart.
Yeah. So banana boxes are one of the ways that we do that. You can pick them at almost any store. So that being said, one gal was like, I go shop at the Amish store, they don't have banana boxes. So don't go there. But Myers, Walmart, Sam's Club, even if you don't have a Sam's Club card, you can say, hey, I'm just here for banana boxes. They got them in the back. They'll tell you where they are.
Yes.
You can pick them up for free every time you go. For every banana box you drop off to me, you get entered into win. I have a Minnie Mouse cradle, and it's got some baby... it's not a cradle, it's a bassinet, sorry. It's got some baby items in it, like bottles and little outfits, some wipes and other things in it. And then there's also a women's gift basket. That's a teddy bear, some lotion. I don't remember what else is in there.
But if you join her
If you join my group, you'll see.
Yeah, she has a... Okay, sorry. We're going to have to do this quick. So, because I'm running out of space on my phone. I'm sorry. I was supposed to dump it beforehand. So, if you join her group, Bringing Hope and Love, or you go to her page, you can find out more too.
Yes.
Just in case this goes, I'm going to make sure and do those now. So, we're going to go down, and if we go out, we'll go out. But the live giveaway is the $25 Thread Up card. All you had to do was show up, and we pick a number beforehand, and the number winner was Barbara Diltz. You are going to get the $25 Thread Up card, so just message me, and I'll get that to you. Now, if you want, I got a $50 Visa gift card that I'm going to be giving away, and if you are not local, we'll figure out how I'll get it to you either way. But all you have to do is share this post. Do it public so that I can see that you did it, okay? So it's $50, so I want you to share this, okay? Every time you share it, I'll put you in my big giant wine glass. I have that for draws, not because I'm an alcoholic. That's what I'll say till I die, okay?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
So, but for these purposes, yes, it's for the raffle. That's why I have that. So we'll put your name in there. I want it to be full. And if I can share... If I can get this shared by 15 different people, I will gift her ministry $50 to match it.
Woo!
So, yeah. So share it for her, okay?
It.
Share it for her because we need this, okay? She needs this. So we need to make sure that we get this out there. So like I said, if I can get it shared by 15 people, I'll match her donation or match this the prize of the $50 for her. And remember to look for her banana boxes. If you want more information, you can go to Work Like a Mother, which is my group as well. You can also go to my website, www.wildjessie.com, and find out more. But we're going to go take a look at her pantry so you guys can like get in the spirit and get in the heart of what this woman does. I'm going to pick you up because we're going together. Hello, close up. Hi. We're going to get up close and personal here. Okay, so... and I'm going to try and hold this and not go down.
See how short I am? Yeah.
Like, oh, wait, it's okay. I'm in heels. We'll just say that it's because I'm in heels. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm constantly in heels. It's like a thing. So we're going to go into her house. We're going to be doing this. And, yeah, so make sure, share this. Share it public because I have to be able to see it, okay? Or at least comment in the thing and say, hey, I shared it. So then I know. And, all right. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. So... she's actually got a section here. Well, this is all kid stuff, y'all. It's all kid stuff. Kathleen, you're going to be put in because I just saw that you shared this. Thank you. So this is all kid stuff. And you can see where the banana boxes really help. Look at all this stuff. And she's got like her poor basement, people. Let's get her out of her basement where she can help lots and lots of people because she's helping lots of people now. But could you imagine the amount of impact she would have if she was like out of home? Look at all the baby stuff. So if you know somebody, if this is giving you ideas of stuff that you have that you need to get rid of that you think people could use, or if if you know somebody who needs stuff, they can get a hold of you outside of the free sale as well, right?
Yes. You can message me anytime or post in my group. You can join my group anytime.
Yes.
And I do this all the time, but by appointment. So it's not like I have standard hours. I'm flexible.
So, and like bedding. So like if there's bedding, towels, things like that, because I don't know how many times I've switched my bedding and then it just dies in a chest and then a mouse gets in it. So I'd rather have a family that can use it instead of a mouse getting in it. And then we've got the adult clothes here. Look at these banana boxes. See, look at, and I shout out to her hubby again, first for the sliding door because he's a genius, and then for these shelves because like I am gonna like take a picture. Honey, if you're watching, I need a hoarding addiction, and this is, this is pretty nice. So we've got women's clothes here. And then we've got hanging, so jackets, coats. If you just swapped your coats from, from winter into spring, and you think, oh, I've worn this one a couple times in a row, just, bring it to here, or if you're not local, bring it to a pantry near you, or a free site, because that's awesome. And then, you got more there, and, okay, Barbara, I saw, Barbara, she shared, she's looking for, round 2, so,
she is.
all right. And then, so we've got tons of stuff here. So again, I mean, just imagine anything that you think that you can do. Sorry, here we're going. Anything that you think that you could use, or that you can, that you're not using, or that you did. What are the things you're in need of most? Toiletries.
Yes.
So so that's like a big thing, right?
And yes, toiletries, towels, and bedding. It seems weird. Lots of people donate it, but it goes that fast.
Ooh, when your kids are going from the baby bed, the crib bed, the baby bed, to the big girl bed or the big boy bed, and you have all that extra stuff, you have all those extra, extra stuff. Yes. Find a place to give it to them.
And if you have like furniture that you're actually looking to get rid of, I can facilitate getting it to somebody else. So that's one of the things I've done. Lots of people have said, hey, I'm getting rid of my couch. It's in great condition, or it's in good shape. Mm-hmm. Do you know anybody that gets it? Yep. I can message people. I can connect you to them, and they can, I can arrange pickup and things like that. That is one warning I will say to all of you. You do pickups based off of what you can do. Mm-hmm. That being said, I also understand things happen and we need to be courteous, but all too often you'll go to meet somebody and they won't show up.
Yes. And she has a whole video about that in her group too, about like etiquette of free stuff and doing that and everything. So, Kathleen's got a high chair because our Bubby is a bit bigger. He's going to be 2 on Saturday, y'all. Oh, where did the time go? He's going to be 2. So I know that this is going to end soon. So I just want to say thank you for spending this time with us. If you know a mom who is on a mission and doing something great like Bethany here, or like Chantel, or any of the moms that I've had the pleasure of having on here, send them my way, at them in the comments so they can see this and be like, you're next, because I'm looking for it. I'm going to let this go as long as you guys let me, as long as you are here supporting me. I appreciate every single one of you that follows, likes, shares, is active, and watches here. And I mean, I'm just, I'm excited. This is going to be, I'm going to be keep on doing this as long as I can. And just remember, there are support out there. If you're a mom that's struggling, or a dad, or a family that's struggling, find those people. If you know of a free another free event or a free place, go ahead and tag it here. Or go to my page and tag it, because I like to try and do that. If you go to Work Like a Mother, I try to put those resources in there too. Again, just put questions in here. We'll go through and we'll try to answer questions as we go. I try to be really good about that. And just remember that while you're a mom, and you're doing it all, you don't have to do it all alone. Okay, we are here. There are people here. There are moms here. Find someone that you know. Find someone that you trust. Find a group. There's something out there for everybody to get some help. So just don't do it alone, and know that all you got to do is reach out, and we're here, okay? Because all of us moms have been there. We're all on different journeys. So you'll find somebody who's starting that you can help, or who's already through it that knows how to help you, okay? Absolutely. All right. Well, you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Bethany, for allowing me in your home and doing this. Thank you, guys.